much anticipated Barbie the movie is finally out in cinemas, and we finally got to see.
I think Barbie was a beautiful one. Just the look of it and everything was just nice.
First impression, I think it was well put together. Beautiful cast here. We have Greta as the director, and Margot Robbie is leading the pack. Gosling, Issa Rae,
America Ferrera, Kate McKinnon, Michael Cera, Ferrera.
This movie follows Barbie in Barbieland, the seemingly perfect Barbieland, and Ken, of course. They live this perfect life, plastic, dreamy, everything beautiful, everything perfect. But soon, Barbie starts having some kind of existential crisis. Barbie is now thinking of death. Barbie is having cellulite. She had to go meet Wed Barbie to tell her what's going on. And Wed Barbie tells her she has to go back to the real world and meet the kid that's playing with her. With Ken tagging along.
When everybody have been saying that Ryan Gosling carried this movie on his shoulders, it's 100% true. Ryan Gosling did a wonderful job playing Ken. This movie is really about just finding yourself outside of what people think about you. In Barbieland, women rule. They are playing all the important roles in the world in Barbieland. Going to the real world, it was completely different. There Ken learned about patriarchy and he went back to Barbieland. Everything was just amazing. Margot Robbie did a stellar job playing Barbie.
This movie touched on a lot of topics about consumerism, because Barbie by Mattel, that's what the movie is based on. And it's also touched on feminism a lot, and the pangs of growing old, motherhood, just a lot of topics. I'm not mad that the movie exists. However, I just feel like the monologues or some kind of things were overstretched. Barbie, the movie, was too preachy. I always stand by the rule of show, never tell. I do not like when I am watching a movie or reading a book and the movie is trying to preach to me like, oh, this is what I'm trying to tell you, this is what I'm trying, and that's what Barbie did. The entire movie. The movie opens with this beautiful scene. It was a recreation, and it really tells us how Barbie dolls came to be and how it progressed into being image of this feminine woman. They already did a monologue about it, and they also told us how in this world women can do anything. We already know that. We already know what the brand is already trying to pass. So it was just repeated in the movie, like we did not hear. The monologues were just There was a time where all the Barbies were brainwashed to start serving the cans. It almost turned into a TED talk at a point. Like, you can pass a message without dipping it in my face.
I 100% agree. When America was giving those monologues to bring the Barbies back to who they truly were, I felt like they should have done it in another way instead of just giving that speech. The lines are really nice, but still, you could have passed those messages in between the dialogues. I think that's the only thing I don't like about Barbie, but the rest, I like the fact that Greta did not just take away the fact, did not just make Barbie look like, oh, human in Barbieland. She made exactly how it would be like you when you are playing with your own Barbie doll. Barbie world doesn't have water, the way they eat and everything. I really like that fact that she just paid attention to those details.
The lady who shared a bench with Margot Robbie, people have speculated that she's actually Barbara Handler, lady who inspired Barbie, but she's not the one. It's actually played by Anne Roth. Anne Roth is a friend of Greta, and she's actually a 91-year-old designer. How cool is that? I really enjoyed her scene. There were lots of witty and nice scenes. I had a little giggles here and there.
He played the CEO of Mattel, and I really wanted to just see more. He was funny, but it was not the usual Will. I wanted more adventure in the real world instead of them just returning back to Barbieland and facing obstacles there. I wanted them to explore the real world. The reason why Barbie came in the first place, I don't think she really explored the reason why the first playing with her had those feelings. She just went back to Barbieland.
If I were to rate the movie over 5, I'll give it a 3.
I'll give it 4, although I will not watch this movie again. Monologues is really my problem. The cinematography is nice, the idea is really beautiful, but still, it was okay.
So, have you seen Barbie the movie? Are you willing to see Barbie? Let us know in the comments, and yeah, do like, share, and subscribe to this channel.
Bye.